Really tensed because, as you can understand, the result is going to come out tomorrow, and I'm sitting here. So my mind is, and the kind of a promotion I'm doing for the last 2 weeks is like too much. And anyways, but yeah, to answer your question, I'm sure that people had seen me doing a lot of different kind of roles. Like when I started out doing 11 years back, when I did Lalun, the modern Manush. It was a huge journey for me. It took 9 months and I had to be like away from everything to do a Lalun. So this character which I'm playing though, in this particular film, I'm sure you can understand Prosenjit Chatterjee, the actor Prosenjit Chatterjee, who is there in the part of the film. But I'm also playing a character which is Nirmal Mondal, who is a small town from a village, a very simple man. Maybe he's not that old, maybe he's very close to Prosenjit. But this man has a huge journey financially. He's like everyday labor, and he had a dream, but now he just lived for his daughter, a single father. So to do this character, particularly this Nirmal Mondal, I took this as a challenge, and I took really 5 to 6 months to come out from my strong image, whatever I do have, and to come and to do this Nirmal Mondal. Of course, my makeup artist who did my Netaji Subhash Bose last 2 years back, and now people had seen the film running, and which is a very, very big hit, which is Aparajito. So he made Satyajit Roy. So this makeup artist is from Bengal now. Right now he's doing national work. He had worked around 5 to 6 months on my looks. But at the same time also I need to change my body language. And I had to go for a raw diet. What to say in front of Boney ji, and he understands all this, his actors problem, he will understand very well. So like I had a raw diet to, in another 4 to 5 weeks I can really lose my weight and come to that situation. And of course my director and we had worked a lot of homework. Because we are not that close, because this man absolutely is from a village, and that simplicity and that kind of a body language. He also travels in regularly on train, daily passenger kind of a thing. So I had to go into all this sort of a workshop, and I had to spend time with these people to understand their psychology, their mind, their body language, and of course the biggest thing is the economy, the poverty. That was also very important to understand how they, after even coming back to their home, how they do feel when they know that tomorrow morning I don't have money to buy my things for my family. So, but they are living. So what is their psychology? How do they overcome from that? So that was also a very important place where I really needed to understand their mind. Yeah, and that's how slowly I took 5 to 6 months to work out on this particular character.
The special effects were not very of very good standard out here in India, and originally this film was to be made by GPCP and Ramesipi with Amitabh Bachchan. They gave up on this script only because they felt it was too expensive and they will not be able to afford to do this film. And I had just done 2 films before this, Panch, which was my first film in 1980 as a producer, and Bosadin, where we launched Anil as a male lead in 83. So while I was looking for various subjects, and Javed Saab was one writer whom I was pursuing, he suggested that why not make Mr. India. Initially, this will surprise you all, this film was to be produced by me, Javed Akhtar and Naresh Goyal of Jet Airways. We had a couple of meetings, somehow things didn't materialize, but in those meetings and while we were interacting at that point of time, I heard bits and pieces of the film, and I thought, why shouldn't I make this film with Anil? See, maybe Ramesipi and GPCP had their own reason why not to make this film, but I thought Anil is an upcoming actor, subject is very good, it is something which the Indian audience has not seen, and I will manage to get the special effects done here in India. And my aim was to do it in camera, nothing to be done in post, because the post-production studios in India were quite outdated. So we collected a team beginning with Director Shekhar Kapoor, who was absolutely raw and new. He had just done, in fact when I signed him he had not even released Masood. And the next thing he was to do was Joshile. Unfortunately he backed out of Joshile midway through and he was ready to do Mr. India. And we prepared a lot, we had a lot of sittings, and somehow the script, which was not fully ready, I mean, initially the script was written by Salim Javed as a team, but then after they parted, probably it came in Javed Saab's lap, probably he decided to go with the script, and they parted ways, and the journey with Shekhar, with Javed Saab, with the other technicians, Baba, me, I mean, we had a technical crew lined up. We worked out everything. In fact, when the script was handed over to Javed Saab and the two of them had worked together, they had worked out the characterizations of the hero, the heroine, the kids. The basic plot was there, but the villain was missing. So Mogambo came in after they parted and after we decided to make the film. It took us a lot of mind-pricking, exchanging notes. I mean, we traveled from Pune to Bangalore, having sittings in various places to be out of Bombay, where we were constantly having something or the other. Everybody had something or the other lined up. And finally, I think it was in Pune that we came across this villain called Mogambo. It was a mixture of thoughts of Javed Akhtar and Shekhar Kapoor. Satish Kaushik too was there. And that's how we created this character. Javed Saab in fact coined a line there in there itself, Mogambo Khush hua. He said, I will give this as a takya kala. Like in Sholay he had Hare O Samba. He thought this line would be the catchline and this probably will remain for a long time. Mogambo Khush hua, an expression of satisfaction. So that also was a big plus. I thought it was too exciting and this line will sell in big way. And it did sell in big way. In fact, till today people remember Mogambo Khush hua.
Quite a few people out here know that India had reached the semi-final in Melbourne where football is concerned, in Melbourne Olympics. I want the full country to know. And at the same time, the same team of this coach, Saeed Abdul Rahim, who was a coach at that time, his story spans from 52 to 62. And India finally won the gold medal at the Asian football held in Jakarta. The Indian team won the gold medal. The film is complete, and I'm sure the next time we meet or next time I come in Calcutta for such an event where we are discussing sports and films, that film will be spoken of because I've seen the film and I can promise you it will quench everybody's thirst about what this golden period of Indian football was and why was it called the golden period.